mode.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Virginia SBDC's webinar series, Google and Beyond, Marketing and Managing on the Web. This series is designed to take a look at tools and techniques to help small businesses take their business to the next level on the web. Today's webinar is Launch Your Small Business Website in Under 24 Hours. All of our Google and Beyond webinars are presented by Ray Sidney Smith of W3 Consulting, a web and digital strategy and training consultancy for small businesses. If you have any questions during the presentation, please type those questions into the question window and Ray will do his best to answer them. Without further ado, here's Ray Sidney Smith.
Thank you, Tracy, and thank you to the Virginia SBDC Network for having me on the Google and Beyond Marketing and Managing on the Web series. So today, as Tracy talked about, we're going to be talking about launching your small business website in under 24 hours. It is possible. Just a minor housekeeping item. If you have questions, as Tracy said, feel free to ask them during the webinar. If you do have a question afterward, feel free to go ahead and shoot us a tweet at W3 Consulting, and you can go ahead and hashtag that Beyond Google, and I'll be happy to go ahead and answer those questions out there in the Twitter sphere. So with that, let's talk about what we're about today. We have 7 different pieces of the puzzle for being able to launch a small business website. And what we know today is that you have to have a website. And in the general sense, I'm going to at least make the understanding that you're going to launch your first website yourself. And it's something that I actually typically recommend to small businesses that are coming to small business development centers and they want to get a website up and they want the legitimacy of having a web presence. And so it's really important for you to think about doing this yourself, and I'm going to give you all the tools today to be able to do that. So that's the premise. You're doing this yourself. This is DIY, and you're not getting any outside help other than enlisting friends, family, staff, and colleagues to potentially look at and brainstorm different ideas with you. But you're doing this all yourself, and the tools that we'll be talking about today will empower you to be able to do that. And so the 7 pieces of what we'll learn today, we'll go over the choosing of a domain name, and really that's a website address or what we call Uniform Resource Locator or Uniform Resource Indicator, URL or URI. And that usually takes about 2 hours of time. I know that some people spend more time on that, but for purposes of our 24 hours, I'm going to say spend 2 hours of that and really get a great domain name chosen. Next up, we're going to talk about selecting and setting up a web hosting service, and that typically takes about 2 hours, and the majority of that time will actually be in choosing the design elements for your website. Then we're going to talk about